Alright. Well, I guess it's 420 something somewhere. Alright. I forget the other guy's name, darn it. Oh, McDonald's. It's McDonald's. Hey, Deb. Oh, thank you so much. You're much too kind. So, now I'm drinking some coffee. Like some really good coffee. Right. Alright, let me roll a joint. I'm going to show you my new bike. I'm so happy. It's like I could buy a zip car, right? Like whatever. Bicycle. Right. Okay. Hold on. Ramble on. Joe. Lady V. Thank you guys. Antoinette. Oh, thank you, Deb. Loving you. Thank you. I can't believe it. It was a great day. So I was all worried, like, am I gonna have to wait? So, you know, I'm born on the 21st. Rosie's born on the 21st. So 21 is like, you know, a good luck number. So last days of summer. Vanilla. I'm going to show you my bike right now, right? Oh, the pressure, the build up. I'm going to smoke a joint. First, I'm rolling a joint. I'm at the Specialized bike store. Everyone's Specialized around here, but I don't care. It's really cool because you could go in there, you could drink a beer, they got, you know, mountain bike racing on TV. They're like really into the biking thing here. I looked at the menu, so they have sandwiches, and they got all this Sonoma County beer, which one day I'm going to have to try one. I like the Hen House beer, but it's a little strong. Hey, Alan Gentry. Yeah, so I'm going to show you right now. Hey, Aaron Douglas. Just give me a minute. Oh, I'm so excited. And my bike is so light. It's like, I thought my last bike was pretty badass, right? This one, and my dumbass didn't take it for a test drive. I didn't even know what color it was. I thought it was gunmetal black or metallic or something. No, it's blue. It's pretty. It's some kind of blue color. I'm going to show you guys right now. Let me just roll this joint. I'm not drinking yet, but I will. I'm going to have to get a beer holder on my bike. But I didn't have the time. So Rosie gave me $100, right? And then I was all like, well, shit, I'm going to get some new pedals. So luckily I got some new pedals, right? Because when you buy a bike like this, it's technically supposed to come with no pedals. But they give you these little, you know, plastic pedals, right? Yes, we're going to go out to the Mexican food court. And I don't know if they have Heineken's, but we'll find out. I think Rosie's treating, so can't be picky. Yes, I have my lock, but I don't want to put it on my bike because it's too pretty. The tire's already scuffed. Someone must have took it for a test drive. He's like, I don't care. You know, growing up in the city, you have, like, I live down the street from this exotic car place, and they got Lamborghinis and Ferraris, and they have these $100,000 Jeeps that are all, you know, fixed up badass, but they're so clean, there's no mud on them. It's like, I'm a very messy person, so this thing ain't gonna look like this very long. That's life. So I'm gonna take a picture of it. Oh my god, my other bike is skipping so bad. I was riding my bike to work and I counted like just how many times it skipped from there to there. It was like 50 times. Like, it's not supposed to do that. So this one, I bought the pedals and they said, well, for new people that buy, get 10% off on the new bike for accessories or whatever. So these one aluminum pedals were $100. They were $150 on sale. And I go, oh, they're red, and I don't want to spend $100 on pedals. So the pedals I got were like 66 bucks, but with the discount, it was like $60, 50, 58, $59. So I got some really good pedals. I'm going to show you right now. Let me just roll this up. Yes, Deb, thank you. That was so unreal. And so I really appreciate it. Look, this joint is going to be so fat. It's like we're going to... Where are we? Are we in Humboldt? That's how fat it is going to be. Okay, hold on. I have to get a helmet. That coffee's eating a hole in my stomach. Shoot. Might have to get a beer soon. I got some really super dank coffee. So looks like this is going to be my competition. Right? Like, perfect location because you got the bike trail right at the bottom of the hill, or up over there. I got a specialized bike store in the middle of the coffee bar. Hey. Hi. Hello. Alright, we're going to give you a review. I'm not really... Well, you guys know me, so I'm not really like the professional streamer. I'm more like the blah, blah, blah. Oh, look at this thing. This thing. Reminds me of a Zeppelin. I just need to get another phone so I could listen to Van Halen and stuff cruising down the road. Hey, Tapestry, right? Rolling, rolling, rolling. Keep those doggies rolling. Rawhide. All right. Here, let's check it out, yo. All right, we got a Rugrat who's gonna wait. All right. One, check it out. Chillers and heater rentals. I guess they have wine coolers. All right, let's check it out. My new bike. Would you look at that? Isn't she pretty? We're gonna have to come up with a good name. So we got 29-inch tubeless tires, right? These forks are made by Giant. They're air forks, so it says 30 millimeter. I have Shimano brakes, right? Disc brakes. I didn't even know what color it was. I just said, what's the best deal? Sold. And then, so it's blue, right? For carbon something like Mercedes-Benz or something. And then I have 12 gears. So my cassette, I have 12 gears instead of half of that, like on my other bike. So that's when you're riding down the trail, and if you're cruising, you hit this lever right here, and look. Oh, look at my butt. Right? So that's another feature. It's got these Praxis crankshaft. I like the way that the brake lines go inside the tube, which is really neat. So I think it's gorgeous. What do you guys think? Yeah, it's metallic blue. It's pretty, huh? I thought it was like metallic black or something, but I didn't really pay attention. I was like, well, let me see, because I was going to get a different bike because I didn't think I could afford this one. So this bike retails for about $1,800. So it's about $2,000 after tax, license, insurance, and stuff. But he gave me a really good deal, so you can't beat that. Because for what I paid for this, that technically is what the Talon or the Fathom 2 cost. So I got a Fathom 1, which pretty much I think the difference is the Shimano brakes and this air fork. And then we got a girl over there. I think I don't want to get embarrassed right now. I'm sure we could keep up. All right, let's smoke this joint. So on the YouTube video, you know, the guy weighs it. He said it's 28 pounds and change. So it's around 29 pounds. So I got some new pedals. I'm guessing it's around 30 bucks. Oh, and I forgot to grab the thing so I could put you on my bike. Darn it. So it's pretty. So it's a hardtail. Everyone's got these other kind of bikes, but I'm not a real bike rider, like whatever. Pretty good, and I'm not in extreme, but I did take my other bike down an extreme trail and it worked like a charm. So the only thing I would like is to get skinnier tires. Like this is 2 inches, which would make it easier to ride on the street. It is light. It's so light. Look, I can pick it up. It's like, they had a Kona bike that was steel. I think it's been sitting in store. Money, you could take it today and put it on layaway. I went like this with the Kona bike, and then I picked my bike up. I said, oh no, that steel bike's a little heavy just for me to carry it up the stairs in Las Vegas and cross the street. So the aluminum, I don't know how I got, like my other bike, I have quick release, so I could take the back tire off, quick release, front tire, quick release. So this one, so I might need to carry 2 locks on it. But I have through axles, and these forks are really makes a difference from the other forks, like the other ones on my bike. So the frame is a little different. Once I get home, I will put them side by side and we'll do a comparison. You can kind of see the difference. So you know, I had my heart set on getting the same bike, but a better one, right? And then when I saw this one, I was like, the frame is different. I called the bike store. They said, oh, this is a much better bike because of whatever, the parts and stuff. And I was like, well, you know, that's a lot of money. I don't know if I could really even look in that same direction. But then I was like, well, you got to have goals in life, and I've been working this job for 4 or 5 months, and this is what I got to show for it. So I'm very happy. The only thing is I forgot to get the thing off my other bike so I can put you guys on my bike. So now I don't know how I'm going to do it. I have to carry you guys or put you in my pocket. But the welds look clean. See, I didn't really do inspection when I looked at it, but now looking at it, it looks like the welds are very clean. So my bike, if I would have got the best one of mine, it would have cost like $1,000. So my bike is a lesser version, so you could almost get 2 of my bikes for what this bike costs. Or actually, you could. So I could get 2, like the bike I have, I could get 2 brand new ones. But instead I I wanted to step it up and any younger. And when I go on a road trip, you know, sometimes the body's a little whatever. So I think it'll make it easier for me. The seat it's fine. I'm used to this more padding, and it's just to cut hair wider. So, but I kind of like them like that. It's more like a racing seat. So I'm used to it. Another person, it might not be too. And then I mean, you could tell how that's welded. So the frame underneath. So I could maybe put a lock thing here where, so. And, you know, I was hoping to get it on sale. The Talon, or the Fathom 2, cost $1,500. I saw it on sale. It was $12.95 or something. I was all like, really? That's the only one I could afford. So I was going to get a Talon or a Fathom 2. And for some reason, this guy hooked me up and he said, look, because I wasn't going to get this bike. I was like, I can't afford $2,000. And the guy, I said, what's the bottom line? And sold. So I finally picked it up. I'm so glad they worked with me because I'm not very good with money. So if you could just hold on to it for me, and I shall return. And they were willing to work with me. And then the guy was like, oh, he said I could take it last week. He goes, you know, pretty much saying, I trust you, put it on layaway if you want it. You can write it out today. I'll put it in the storage. And I was like, you know, I cannot be responsible. Now, I got nobody to blame. So... Hey, Mimus One, check out my new bike. We're gonna go on a test drive in a minute. See if I'm just smoking some spinach, and I got some coffee over here. Let me sit down. My ass has been working all day. Let me just sit my butt down for a minute. And the thing about it is I got more gears. You know, like a 10-speed, I got 12 gears here. I have a single sprocket up front. I mean, 2 derailleurs. All right, just give me. Let me just chill out here. I'm stoned now. Yes. And you know, that guy, he was all like, well, you can't blame him. He was trying to pawn that other bike on me, but I was like, I wouldn't be happy. And I saw, yeah, 12 speeds. So I saw on YouTube, you know, these guys are professional, fucking extreme, fucking bikers. And they ride Konas or whatever. And, you know, they kick ass, but... you know, I'm not a Kona rider. I wouldn't have been half as happy, I don't think. Even though it costs a little more. He said that it's got a lifetime warranty on that Kona frame. But on the internet, the guy said this got a lifetime warranty. But I think he said this frame is only warranted up to a year. He gave me the paperwork. But I think... like when I bought my bike, it was guaranteed for a year. So I'm not sure what that means. How much? I got my bike for $1,500 out the door. Like out the door, no tax. So I was stressed because I said, what's the bottom line? He said $1,500, but I'm thinking I got to pay tax. So you could tell I was stressing on the way because I'm like, I don't have enough money to pick it up if I got to pay for the tax. And then I guess he talked to the guy that's working there, and like, that's it, because that's what I said. What's the bottom line? 15 out the door. So, hey, MK. So, this bike retails for $1,700 to $1,800. Other places like Canada, it could go for $2,100. So, you know, people go, you're crazy spending that much money on a bicycle, right? But, you know, my life has been filled with pieces of junk and all excited if you get a brand new Wally World bike. Like, what do you do with that, right? It's different. Yeah, it's a giant Fathom 1. It's spelled with an F, not like Phantom, but, you know, maybe that's what we should name it. The Phantom of the Opera. We'll name it Christine. Why Christine Dyer can sing it. Remember that movie, Christine? I think it was a Lincoln or something. I'm sorry, I'm not even paying attention to my chat. I'm all excited. Yes, I'm going to get a new lock. Right now, I just have to worry about paying my rent, and then I got to save for a road trip. And $140. Yeah, my lock cost, I think, around $60, $75. When I bought my other bike, I bought a Giant lock, and it was really heavy, like heavy duty. But the locks, it wasn't a good lock because the key wouldn't work, and I would struggle to open it and lock it, and it was very heavy. You know, twice. This one's, the one I have is lighter, and you know. Thank you, Charlotte. So I'm happy because, you know, I've never, you know, I spent $2,000 on a fucking zip car. You know what I mean? Shit, my truck costs only $3,000. You know, I think I got it for like 26, right? So another $1,000. Fuck, I could get a truck. Like, it might be old Betsy one, but still 4-wheel drive. And that's pretty much because, like I said, I never had a bike this nice. Never had a bike as nice as my other one that's all falling apart. And, you know, I think if you want to get lost, because, you know, they have trails where you could ride your bike and jump and do all kinds of stuff and race. But if you're in the forest, you can get lost in that forest. Yeah. Humboldt, you can get lost in that forest. You hug the coastline, southern Humboldt, Mendocino, they call it the Lost Coast. You know what I mean? Sure, they have a trail that hugs the road, kind of like the 17-mile thing in Humboldt. I don't know if it's 17 miles, but something like that. So we went through that forest. We went through the whole county, really. Except we started at Big Lagoon. We didn't go all the way to the top. I wanted to start from Oregon, believe it or not. And so mountain biking is a sport. And when you get a bike like this, it's about being competitive and racing, basically. And so you have a trek. It's called something. It's like a 7. So the higher number the trek is, the better. The Giant, the lower number, the better. And then Specialized has a bike called a Rock Hopper. And so I could have got a Specialized. Frames are different. For some reason, I just like Giant frames because all the other frames kind of look the same. My frame looks different, so I could tell the difference. You know, it sticks out. It might not be as pretty, but beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Hey, Nino, I'm going to drink this coffee. We're going to go for a ride. I'm sorry I have to hold my stupid phone, but... And really the only thing that people, when they buy it, they say, well, you know, like, when they do the reviews, the guy goes, oh, all I did is I got different pedals, I got better grips. They have these lock-on grips. I'm not sure what that means, but, you know, put some new grips on there, upgrade the pedals, and I think it's fine. You have a Giant Express hybrid? Oh, how cool. I'm going to have to look that up. A brand new bike like mine, and I could have bought a cruiser bike. Like a whole different type of Giant bike. You know, like where you see bikers and they got, and they're highway. I don't know what you call it. But I like it on the dirt. And then I kind of like it where that bike I'll go too fast. I don't wear a helmet. This bike, you know, I can't really go 40, 50 miles an hour, you know, so. Unless it's downhill. A road bike, right? Yeah. It's more of a hybrid comfort bike. That's cool. I'm gonna have to look it up. I should ditch the seat. Well, the thing about it is it's got a quick release. So the thing I was thinking, if I take this bike and I can't bring it inside, I got to park it outside. I have to fucking take the seat out and put it in my backpack, because this stupid part right here is probably $200 for your ass. When I went to Trek and I bought a seat that was a little more comfortable, a little more padding, it was like close to $85. So it was $83 to round it off. And I don't like Trek, but the guy fiddle fucked around for 20 minutes, and I could see him, and I go, "You look like a real professional bike mechanic there." And he's fiddle fucking around with my seat. It took him about 20 minutes, maybe, whatever, but it seemed like he was struggling there. He must be a stoner. He said, "It's time to go close. I'm stoned, right?" So we gave him $10 just to fucking put it together. So greased their palm a little bit. It was so funny. The guy was pointing at my beer. He didn't say anything, but he's all like, "Yes, I have an open container." And he's like pointing. I go, "Yeah, that's my beer." And I'm just like, whatever. Fiddle fucked with, put my new seat on, and was probably dreaming about my beer. He was probably trying to tell me, "You could drink it in the store." Like, I don't know. Yeah. Well, once Santa comes around and drops Reese Witherspoon off, or Jennifer Aniston, we take her for a ride. We'll have to find out, won't we? I tried to give these guys a tip. The guy wouldn't take it. The same thing with when I bought my other bike at Giant, and they put it together right in front of me and did all this stuff, and you know what I mean? It was like, got it ready for me just like right in front of me when I said I want it. And so I gave them $20, and they didn't want to take it. They were like, no, like, kind of had to argue with them. No, I insist. They probably do really good on their own, but I appreciate it. And I don't know if you're supposed to give gratuity. I'm thinking, would grease those little snots at REI and give them a couple dollars, like $5 or something. But I don't know if it's proper etiquette, if you're supposed to do that, or if you're not supposed to do it. Right? When you go to the Mercedes dealer and then you cut down and work down the price, you don't give them a $3,000 gratuity tip. "Oh, here's a tip. Let me get like," right? You don't do that. It's probably the same way with bicycles. You just pay for it and leave. But I think if you fix it, or whatever, because I'm such a press that I don't want to put them on myself. You do it, right? Hey, Buttercup. Okay, I'm almost done with the coffee. My poor phone is skipping and dipping now. There's this kid. He must be related to the owner. Kids grow up quick. They look at me. They go, "Look at this idiot." All right, gotta give him credit. Coffee, and I used to do this shit. Go get a Starbucks, coffee bean, whatever. Some coffee, smoke some pot, Like, I miss that. You know me, I drink beer, smoke pot. Different, because then you get drunk, and like I could, I'm more stoned. So coffee's good coffee. I miss those days. Fuck, I used to be a coffee whore, literally. You think Heineken's. This is it. So, I miss that. I don't do it enough, See, it's kind of hidden. But, the first time you go to one, they give you a discount or something, like, I don't know, 10% maybe. So I'm just milking my coffee, right? Because this one you don't get a refill. That's a good thing. Starbucks might, but you get a refill for 50 cents if you hang out. So for $6, 2 cups of coffee, that's $3 a cup of coffee. Starbucks, that's a good deal. $5, not Rosie, and then I believe Sinjay. I'm not sure how to say it, but it's Rosie's Mod. It was nice enough, and I feel bad because Patty Love made a donation, and I was all like, I want to pay for my bike myself, right? And so. But I pretty much did, So I used the $30 from Patty Love, right? $10 from Richard Clark, right? And then $100 from Deb, and then voila. So Rosie gave me $100 too, so it's like you guys have to share or something. So that, take it out, and disappear. So my seat, technically it costs around $85, but it cost me closer to 100 because greased their palm. But just this part alone was $85 at Trek. 83 or 82, and I can't remember the change. So that's just for the seat, not the post. All right. And I looked around like this, but they got seats that are cheaper. They're like more like 65 or different seat, different company, more like this, like a racing one. They didn't have the same exact one, but you could get a cheaper one. But for whatever reason at Trek, that was the one that looked like, the comfort and a good brand. I don't know what they sell at Wally World, but sometimes you're paying for the name. Because it's got a reputation of, making bike parts or something. I forget the name. I don't know how to pronounce the name. It sounds French or some weird shit. No. The seat fell apart, right? And so I was drinking my beer at the train station, and half of my seat is falling off. And I'm like, can you guys help me? Can you guys tell me if the bike store is open? So Trek was the closest bike. By the time I got to Trek, my seat fell off. Like, as soon as I went in the door, fell off. So perfect timing. Worked out perfect. Kelly, Nino, MK. No, because that's the kind of bike I got at Wally World, was a $200 Swin. Got me to work. A little heavy, But not the last time, but the first time I came to make a deposit on this bike, this guy had a Schwinn carbon fiber, like it must have been a $10,000 bike. I did not know that Schwinn makes bikes like that, and it said Schwinn. Oh my god, this bike was so badass. Yeah. Well, shit, I was so excited and kind of in a hurry, I didn't think about grabbing that thing to put my phone on. So, my stream so I can focus. I gotta pay attention, keep my eyeballs on in the lock for now. But I like this tapered. The head is tapered. I forget the specification. I'm not used to seeing it all clean and shiny and shit, like, because I don't keep anything nice. Once I get a hold of it, I kind of just beat it up. Look how pretty it is. I'm not used to that. I was just thinking it might be a little too pretty there. Let's put it in gear. And then you could really hear the gears. Wait. Alright. For a minute, I'm gonna have to end my stream so I can enjoy riding my bike. I mean, you know, I hit golf balls one-handed and tennis balls one-handed, but riding a bike, I could do it with no hands. But no, I wanna get a feel for my bike. So I'm gonna try to find a bartender, right? And drink a beer, then I'm gonna head home. So if I could find, you know, hot female bartender or something, I think I'll start my stream again. Alright, gotta chase that sun down. So, loving you guys. Thank you so much. Much too nice. Okay, so we'll catch you soon.